The Solemnity of Corpus Christi, also known as the Solemnity of the Most Holy Body and Blood of Christ, is a significant feast in the Roman Catholic Church, as well as in some Anglican and Western Orthodox traditions. It is a joyous celebration focused entirely on the real presence of Jesus Christ in the Eucharist. Meaning and significance. 1. Real presence. The core belief celebrated on Corpus Christi is the Catholic doctrine of the real presence of Christ, body, blood, soul, and divinity, in the consecrated bread and wine of the Eucharist. This is understood through the concept of transubstantiation, where the substance of the bread and wine changes into the substance of Christ's body and blood, while the outward appearances, accidents remain the same. 2. Thanksgiving for the Eucharist. While the institution of the Eucharist is commemorated on Holy Thursday, that day is overshadowed by the solemnity of Christ's Passion. Corpus Christi provides a separate, joyful occasion to give public thanks and adoration for this profound gift. 3. Source and summit of Christian life. The Eucharist is considered the source and summit of Christian life, meaning it is the origin and the highest point of all Catholic worship and spirituality. Corpus Christi highlights this centrality. 4. Unity with Christ and the Church. Receiving the Eucharist deepens one's communion with Christ and strengthens the unity of the Church as the mystical body of Christ. The feast reminds us that by receiving Christ's body, we become more fully His body in the world. History and origins. The origins of Corpus Christi can be traced back to the 13th century. The feast was largely inspired by the visions of Saint Juliana of Montcornelin, a nun in Liège, Belgium, around 1230 AD. She had a vision of a full moon with a dark spot, which she understood to represent the Church lacking a feast specifically honoring the Blessed Sacrament. Her fervent devotion led her to advocate for such a celebration. Eucharistic Miracle of Bolsena 1263. A significant event that further solidified the need for the feast was a Eucharistic miracle in Bolsena, Italy. A German priest, who harbored doubts about the real presence, was celebrating Mass when the consecrated host began to bleed, staining the corporal altar cloth. This miracle was reported to Pope Urban IV. Papal institution. Prompted by Saint Juliana's persistent advocacy and the miracle of Bolsena, Pope Urban IV officially instituted the Solemnity of Corpus Christi for the Universal Church in 1264 with the papal bull, Transitoris de hoc mundo. He commissioned Saint Thomas Aquinas, a renowned theologian, to compose the liturgical texts, hymns like Pange Lingua and Tantum Ergo, for the new feast, which are still used today. Celebration and traditions. Corpus Christi is celebrated with particular solemnity and often includes Solemn Mass. A special Mass is celebrated, emphasizing the themes of the Eucharist and Christ's real presence. The liturgical colors are typically white and gold, symbolizing purity, holiness, and royalty. Eucharistic processions. A prominent feature of Corpus Christi is the public Eucharistic procession. The consecrated host, displayed in a monstrance, is carried through the streets by a priest, often under a canopy, accompanied by the faithful, hymns, and prayers. This procession is a public act of faith and adoration, bearing witness to Christ's presence in the world. In many countries, these processions are elaborate and culturally significant. Eucharistic adoration and benediction. Many parishes also hold extended periods of Eucharistic adoration and benediction, allowing the faithful to spend time in prayer before the Blessed Sacrament. Date of celebration. The Solemnity of Corpus Christi is traditionally observed on the Thursday after Trinity Sunday. Trinity Sunday is itself the Sunday after Pentecost. In 2025, the traditional date for Corpus Christi was Thursday, June 19. However, in many countries, including the United States, the celebration is transferred to the following Sunday, June 22 in 2025, to allow more of the faithful to participate. The Solemnity of Corpus Christi remains a powerful reminder for Catholics of the profound mystery and immense gift of the Eucharist, inviting them to deeper devotion, adoration, and communion with Jesus Christ.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.